Hey there everyone, yesterday we killed the Wicked Worm, and today we are going to run away from his renegade brain inside his dead carcass, because that makes a whole lot of sense, right? This is most reminiscent of the Clinger Winger level from the NES game, in that there's something chasing you and you have to stay away from it or it'll kill you in one hit. And lest you think you're getting an insurmountable lead on the brain, that's a pretty good place to do it right there, because you can just fall straight down, but lest you think you're gaining an insurmountable lead, it will rubber band to your position and catch up to you. Just, you know, to keep things interesting, so you don't rest on your laurels. This level really used to make my hands sweat when I was a kid. Like, I'd be doing so good, and then my finger would slip off the D-pad because of the sweat that was building up, and I would get hit by the brain, and I would just be like, yeah, throw you at the wall! Because this is the kind of nastiness that Battletoads is known for right here, this level. And most of it is pretty easy, actually. I mean, it's kind of trial and error the first time you're playing through it, but you learn to start anticipating the jumps, like that right there. That one comes up fairly quickly. There's only one jump in this level that's really super nasty. Here's kind of a breather segment right here. But it's the prelude to the hardest jump in the level. You'll know it when we get to it. It's the one I die at probably the most frequently. But for now, we're just running down, and we don't have to do any real jumping or obstacle avoiding. See, the brain has less health than we do now, so we're in the home stretch. We're doing pretty good here, but here's the hardest jump in the game right here. You'll see the little piece of land. It's right up here. Right there, you have that little segment of land that you have to nail the jump on. We've got one more jump coming up right here. But now, as soon as you make this, you're done. You got to keep running. You can't just sit and wait for the brain to get to you, kind of a taunting ha 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 ha. You have to run your butt off the whole time. So yeah, that's a short level, but it's an awfully fun one. And now we're going to reach the Wookiee hole, which is level 6 in this game, but was level 2 in the NES version. We are doing pretty great, although we might lose a life or two in this level because the Wookiee hole is super cheap, or it can be anyway. Mostly because the enemies have better maneuverability than you, and they thought it would be funny to put spikes in this game. Big Black is actually the easiest part of this level. I think this is an appropriately cavey level. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this thing since it's stronger than my fist. You can, yeah, see, I'm trying to swing my sword, or my feather conveyance, but most of the time this game wants to hear none of it. This level can be really crappy sometimes. You want to keep these guys as far away from you as possible. They only take 2 hits with the feather sword. When you see spikes, you want to stay as far away from them as possible. I don't know how I got through that guy and around him without getting hit there, but you know what? I'll take it. We'll see a couple different types of enemies in this level. Oh, crap. Let's try to get through this as quickly as possible. Yeah, I'm probably going to lose a life here. Those are the only real sucky parts of the level, is where you have to maneuver your way around spikes. There's going to be one more just before the end here. I'm going to try to stay about right here. And as soon as I kill him, I'm going to get to the left. There he is. There's the real nasty enemy in this level, is these slime ball things that shoot back and forth from wall to wall. They're very unpredictable. It's hard to tell when they're going to go back and forth. You can punch them when they're on the wall, though. You can punch them in midair, too, I think, but man, they're quite a cheap enemy, actually. And they are a one-hit kill as well, so we're going to have to really watch our butts regarding them. There's at least one more guy on this screen. And there's 2 of those things, okay. It's hard to anticipate when they're going to go back and forth, but I think we're just about at the end of the level here. I think he's going to shoot. I could have gone there. Really hard to know when you can go here. Yeah, I knew he was going to shoot back really fast there. Okay, we got one, and now the other one's going to jet back in just a second. You want to creep down really slowly. You never know when he's just going to go from one wall to the next really quickly. And now we maneuver through another set of spikes, and we're at the Big Blag. You want to go to the far left, and we are going to spam the jump fist on Big Blag. Otherwise, he can just smash you flat as a pancake. If you're in the air when he jumps, he'll just nick you. But basically, here's the pattern you want to get in right here. You want to go left and just jump in midair. Jump when he's jumping, and that's pretty much it. Well, we are... Wow. Ah, cheap, 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 cheap. You hear those birds, Big Black? They're cheap, cheap, cheap. We'll see you guys on level 7 tomorrow.